Hi, I'm Jane Becker Nelson, and I'm the director and curator at Flaten Art Museum. In my job here, I work with our collection of about 4,000 objects. We have a really generous campus loan program that shares works from our collection all across campus. This is a really rare feature of St. Olaf College and something that makes the student experience here distinctive from a lot of other places, is that original works of art can be seen all across campus. One of the favorite artworks to show on a tour of our collection storage area is this large genre painting by Delacroix. We did some deep digging into this painting and found that it is an authentic work by Delacroix, and that was exciting for us because with that certification by a couple of the leading art historians on his body of work, this is one of the most valuable paintings in our collection. Another big part of my job is the curatorial work of designing and executing the exhibition season. This is our primary exhibition space. Right now we're showing an exhibition called Picturing Nature, which was curated by Matt Rohn, who teaches art history and environmental studies at St. Olaf, together with students from environmental studies and art history. So each year we host about 5 to 8 exhibitions, and to curate those exhibitions means to conceive of, research, and interpret the themes within the exhibition. So that's probably one of my favorite parts of the job, and it's the thing that got me hooked on this kind of work, on museum work in the first place. Working with artists and designing programs to bring people together to talk about the big ideas that art can talk about. So I think of curating and exhibition design much like storytelling, and we get to work with images and we get to work with text when we make exhibitions. So when I meet with students and do curatorial practices and curatorial assignments that might lead to bigger exhibitions or might just be part of coursework, I like to emphasize that when we make exhibitions, we're looking for a big idea, and all those tiny decisions help make an argument for what the exhibition is trying to do. And this is something I love bringing students into because it's a process that often goes unnoticed. It's taken for granted that all those decisions are made by people.
Hi, I'm Margaret Lindahl. I'm a senior studio art and art history major, and I also work at the Flaten Art Museum in Curatorial Assistants and Gallery Assistants. This table is one of the sections that I got to curate. So the show was split into different sections on nature and art. So I had the design section, which was basically how to implement environmentalism in design and reusable objects that are also beautiful but also naturally made. So the students install the show with an installation specialist, but especially with this show, since there's so many objects, we all kind of had to pair up and work in a group and work on one thing or work on one really large thing together. And that provides amazing practical experience. That's probably my favorite part of working here, is just like getting to be up close and personal with the art, especially things that are in our collection since we have so many amazing pieces.
So about 18 months ago, we were contacted by a biographer named Rima Shore, who's doing a piece on the violinist Eva Medocci. And we have in our collection an unfinished portrait of Eva Medocci. In October, we undertook some scientific testing of this portrait of the violinist Eva Medocci, and the work is thought to have been painted by Edvard Munch, the famous Norwegian painter. There have been some doubts about its authenticity, and so much so that it was actually hanging in the president's home for about a decade. We thought it probably wasn't real, so it was okay to go out on campus loan. But a researcher who's doing a biography on the violinist came to us and said, I found a reference in this obscure book that you may own a portrait of Eva Medoci, and do you have it, and can I come visit it? So she flew in from New York, visited the painting, and because of her international research, we were able to turn up some important documentation about the painting's provenance. So that's the chronology of ownership for the painting's life. And with that information, we felt like, wow, this actually has some credibility. We need to take the next step. And the next step was scientific testing. So we should know more soon, but this has been a really fun project lately.